at least the Monsterverse is not only going out on a high, it lasted 3 whole films longer than the Dark Universe, and generated some of the most beautiful posters that have been released in recent moons. But its lackluster returns at the box office, the fact that pretty much the only reason this film exists was that it would cost too much to cancel, means that the most terrifying monster of all has won again. The quiet grey people in suits. And if this is to be the end of the universe, then what an end they've made of it. My only regret is that I saw it on my plasma at home instead of on an IMAX screen as film intended, because what an experience that would have been, and with a runtime of a mere 113 minutes including credits, my wife's migraine wouldn't have been too bad. Also, before we get going, I would like to point out that this film is allegedly being review bombed by Snyder fanboys, buoyed by the success of getting Zack Snyder's overlong Justice League out into the world, who are now trying the same trick for the futile goal of getting the Snyderverse restored, and it's neither a good look nor something to be proud of. Keep your protests to Twitter and allow each film from each different franchise to stand alone. Back with Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's the plot. I mean, there's some running around, and some humans do occasionally give the CGI artists a break by wandering onto set, say some inane dialogue, and help move the film to the next fight scene, but that's about as generous as I'm prepared to be with the one-dimensional bits of cardboard that could possibly be interesting when they're allowed to develop in any way, shape or form. I mean, they've got some great actors slumming it here, but they're just not given anything to do beyond spout exposition and help the film tie its set pieces together. I mean, a film like this with no awesome speech, it just feels wrong somehow.
And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
And, I mean, they are amazing set pieces, with the final one being a feast for the eyes and the best fight of this type that I've seen since, Pacific Rim, but that's all this film is. It's a feast for the eyes with nothing to engage the brain or hang your hat on thematically, and as a result there's a certain emptiness where the film's soul should be. I know, nobody buys a ticket to a film where a giant monkey fights a giant lizard whilst destroying everything in a 20-mile radius expecting a think piece on the human condition, but this film does raise some interesting questions about how humanity should react to the existence of creatures like Godzilla and Kong. Should we trust their benevolence or indifference to us, or should we try to defend ourselves and risk their wrath? What methods would we use? Film, how would we even as a species react to being knocked off the top of the evolutionary tree? Or a couple of other revelations this film has for us, which means I can't recommend this film to any geologists, physicists or engineers who don't fancy a nervous breakdown. Except even the implications of this revelation aren't explored beyond giving us somewhere else to fight and also new monsters to fight with. And look, the fight scenes are amazing. They're incredible from a visual perspective, with each one being different environments, weapons teaching something new about this world and the people and creatures within it. So yes, the fight scenes, aka the reason we're all here, get a huge thumbs up from me. But
it's 2 thumbs fresh. 2 thumbs fresh.
That's all this film has. Beyond a few funny moments that got a wry smile out of me, and that's all this film really needed. Am I going to remember this film in a week? No. Does it have awesome kick-ass fight scenes which get the blood pumping and look and sound amazing? Hell yes. It is an amazing 113-minute respite from the real world full of bright colours, big monsters, fun bits of cardboard purporting to be human characters, and sometimes that's all a film needs. And unlike last time I saw a Versus film, the fight didn't stop because both of their mothers had the same name. I really wish I could have seen it in an IMAX though. So I definitely think that you should see it, but what do you guys think, and what film would you most love to see in an IMAX cinema? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been Donkey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.